Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk, and these are lots of noises from the patrons. Welcome back. Today, we are going to make a few more hours of progress on our playthrough of Pyre. After that, we are going to be continuing learning Nurgle, Granddaddy Nurgle, in Total War Warhammer 3. But for now, after triumphing over the Essence in a last-ditch effort, you return to the wagon to find Volfred and the Lone Minstrel in the midst of conversation. Most strange that this one star should be illuminated now. This is not what I expected. Nor I, Volfred, sir. Then Volfred notices you there. Reader, Tariq and I observed a strange occurrence in the sky is all. It appears that the star of Calmer Rope Collar is illuminated now. It is but another star, except our models and predictions of the cosmos did not anticipate this. Anyway, go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime. You see only a single shining star illuminated far above. It is just as Volfred indicated. Discern where it leads. More football, a little bit. Calmer the Rogue Star. Is that it? Do I just click on Calmer? Okay, it didn't really look like it was that shiny. Then we are summoned to the Isle of Calmer, deep within the Deathless Tempest. Have you been there before, Tariq? So long ago, I scarce recall the time, only the scent. It is the place from whence the creatures native to this land spring forth. Reader, let's not concern ourselves with superstitions held about the place. We'll set forth at dawn and soon see for ourselves what to make of it. Okay, check the wagon. Talk to Pamitha. Despite Pamitha's mental conditioning, you can tell something is troubling her. She won't listen to a word I say. Not one damn word. I guess she's talking about her sister. If she weren't my blood sister, I should think I'd hate her guts as much as she hates mine. She shakes her head. I should apologize, to you and everyone. I sought out Tamitha without asking your leave. Figured I would rather seek forgiveness than permission, you understand. My attempts with Tamitha didn't amount to much, as you well saw, so at this point, I'm hopeful you'll be more accepting of apologies than she. Though tell me something, reader darling. Do you suppose I'm going to betray you? You may know better than I do at this point. I'll trust you. You expressed to Pamitha that you do not view her efforts to make peace with Tamitha as being contradictory to the group's larger goals. You understand why she did what she did. She says nothing for a while. That's kind of you to say, darling. May the others see it with such generosity. But if they don't, you need but tell me to depart and I'll be on my way. However, I've a promise that I wish to make to you. You let me stay and I'll see this through with all of you, no matter where we all end up. I'll be on the roof for a bit, I think. You take care too, darling. Despite Pamitha's disappointment with the outcome of her confrontation with her blood sister, you sense she is less troubled now after your brief conversation. Let's read one page from the lore. From the Glade of Lu, in the words of Luce Slorian Hundredminds the Scholar, never have I witnessed an affront to nature, mine and everyone's, quite like the poisoned woods of limbless Arazek, the root titan, in his suffocating influence. I shall leave it to the boastful Underking to tell you more of Arazek's vanquishing, whilst I may tell you something of the glade that he protected, which became my own. For my own genealogy now occupies the soil there, and strives furthermore to prevent Arazek from taking root again. The brambles of the glade are constantly encroaching on themselves, then falling once again to dust. This miraculous cycle, reflected in the starlight piercing through the canopy, needs to be witnessed whenever the stars invite an audience. Okay. Continue. Is it liftoff time? It is liftoff time. Every time I lift off, I start using WASD and then quickly realize that's not the controls. Volfred joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters on approach to the infamous Isle of Calmer. Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downsides, small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagon's drive imps seem not to mind at least. In fact, they seem more animated now than even the usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Tariq, do you suppose the Fate were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars, though we soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. You make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through to the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amidst these waters, though for now, you have some time left before continuing onward. Check the wagon. What is this? Tiny Tempest. Entertaining, but would unleash calamity if ever were to be unbottled. Wait. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Was the Beyonder crystal shaking? It was. What brings you to me this time, dear reader? Request a scribe trial. I shall gladly oblige, my reader. Who is it to be the lucky one this time? Ah, Pamitha is valid now. Summon. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Pamitha. Oh, you mean the feisty harp. She may yet be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. I'll just bring her forth. Soon Pamitha arrives in heed of the summons. You called for me, reader darling. Ah, it's the crystal. Then let's hash it out. I'm ready. In she goes. Pet Chip. Chip is not in the room right now. We'll have to do a rain check on that one. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Harp. You answer to me here. Oh, bossy one. Sure then, go ahead, tell me more. Such a delightful student for a change. Come then, let us see what you can do. Left to your own devices, save for your reader's vigilance, of course. Let's show her what she wants to see then, reader darling. Fighting a harpy, a human, and something smaller. Oh, we did. That's not good. Dang it. Thanks, Boxer, for giving me a sub looking YouTube viewer. Very kind of you, Salty. Oh no! Dang it! This is so frustrating. Ah. Oh, I honestly thought that I died there. I didn't realize I killed them. I like let go of the controls for a second, thinking I was dead. Woo! Oh. No! Oh, it didn't start channeling in time. I think that's it. Nice. Not too bad, considering the imp trial took me like 14 tries. There now, is everyone happy? Oh, happy as can be, my doubtless pretty harp. So good of you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. You have my congratulations, both of you, and to your lovely reader. Now be gone from here before I have any second thoughts. So that should have gotten me an artifact. My, that Sandra sure could use a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what's that you have there, darling? You receive Tresta's Plume for completing Pamitha's trial. While flying, after dousing the adversary's Pyre, Pamitha may instantly return and deal +3 damage. May instantly, but it doesn't say what the chance is. That could be 1% or 50. Alright. Fish. The Lone Minstrel suggests that the sport of fishing may help pass the time. No! As you drift among the dark waters of Sharpshoal. Here it seems the fish are one step ahead of you. Perhaps if you keep at it, they will let down their guard. Or perhaps they shall not. The fish refuse to bite. How shall you respond? Quit! I quit fishing. You decide the fish will have to wait, for there are other matters to attend to. You should have now time to pursue your vocations. I'm pretty sure this won't work, so I'm curious what it's going to, because I think I've gotten every bonus in here, so what's it going to offer me? Your deepening knowledge of the Book of Rites is not nearly enough. Aspects of it still elude you. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. +1 glory. Okay. You've come, what have you come to understand of the book? Can you recite its pages yet by heart? Have you internalized its teachings? In its lack of limits, you experience yours. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Okay, so everybody does +1 damage. Alright, continue. And only one way to go, Isle of Camer. Here in the eerie stillness of the Deathless Tempest, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Jodariel, whom you liberated at the fall of Celium. You learn Jodariel's past transgressions have all been forgiven. She soon was to be reinstated on the Blood Border on the presumption that she wanted her old status back. In fact, she was offered an especially prestigious leadership position in the First Veil, for a demon such as she could not be seen in the streets. But she refused the gesture, rather bluntly, the report suggests. Instead, she sought Volfred's agents, as well as several of her former fostered sons and daughters, and so the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. The last part of the Messenger Imp's news must have been damaged in transit, though appears to be in Jodariel's own words. All you can tell is that it says, await. You thank the Messenger Imp for relaying this information. Your companions are excited to discuss the news. Shh, wonder what the rest of her message said. Do you think she still has her horns now that she's back up there? You give it to him for us, Jody. I knew you had it in you. She is an inspiration to us all, or to this night she is at least. Cree-hoo-hoo! Tizu is fired up about the news of Jody's return to the Commonwealth. We can envision it, a demon such as she, set loose within the Commonwealth. The news of Jody's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Everyone gets +1 hope in the next rite. I feel like the dog is the next one that should be freed for as far as like someone helping us from the other side. I don't know if anyone else makes more sense than that. The wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Kelmer. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. In the distance, you hear odd gibbering noises that sound like dry imps? Let's read a page. In the words of Molten Millith, the Wild Witch, we waited for the Deathless Tempest to subside. Blah, blah, blah. We waited, but the Under King, he merely laughed and laughed, for the Deathless Tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage, nonetheless, through sorcerous aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect a landform to the west. Celium Mur detected there the presence of the treacherous aide who lured him into exile, and then followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last did we arrive on distant lands, though seeing them provided little comfort. Okay. Whoa guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is for extra special customers. I'm only joking, the only customers I got. Got you again, only joking about that too, because I got tons of customers. It's just they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Anyway, I just got in a little something here, which maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while, check them out. He reveals to you a twin set of rings, Jeweled Band and a Runed Band. Grants the wearer 2 presence, quickness, and hope. Set bonus, at the start of the round, briefly gain infinite stamina if an ally has the Runed Band. Runed Band, +2 presence, quickness, and hope. At the start of a round, briefly grant infinite stamina if an ally has the Jeweled Band. Thinking these thingers are supposed to be a cut for a couple of lovebirds, know what I mean? But anybody could probably use them, provided they were to buy them off me. Duh. I was gonna get them for myself, but anyways, let me know if you want them. I can't afford both of them. Oh, I can sell Joe Dariel's thing, because she quit. That can be sold. Okay, well now we got money. Nah, I'm good. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. Commence the rite. As the sky begins to darken over the Isle of Kaelmer, you see one of your adversaries clad in the colors of the Fate step forward. Where is Faye? She arrives on cue. Oh, hi, Elmer, hello! Father asked me to salute you in the Night Wings, so here I am then. Consider yourselves saluted. Oh, okay, and may the scribes watch over you and Mr. Oldheart. They shall do no such thing. Know that I am only doing this to ease Father's worries, such as I can, but when night falls, you are all my adversaries, nothing more. He walks away, even as the darkness grows, and the stars begin to shine. And there's a new challenge mode, and no, I'm not doing that. I wonder if I should bring Faye into this one so she could, you know, fight her boyfriend. Hi, Bucket Chat. Hello, like a snail. Are you feeling like a snail today?
Eve to you as ever, O you exiles of the Night Wings.
Thank you, narrator.
The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Kaelmer. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual. The triumvirate you stand against shall be the Fate.
What is this field? Like Blood Bowl.
And glory shall be yours. Now prepare yourselves.
Hail once again, O Nightwings. My son Almer tells me you have treated him most graciously. For that I am most grateful. Father, I said no such thing. But as we all know each other well, now I suggest that we dispense with further interactions for the time. We must not let our hearts take sway when we are here to honor the scribes. Faye listens intently to this, and then... Oh, you were right, Mr. Oldheart. I never thought of it that way, but you are right. Almer, when all this is over, someday not too long from now, and the scribes are satisfied that we served them well, then will you be my friend? I don't know. Okay, I know you mean that too. Until then, may the scribes protect us all. May the scribes protect us all. I'm back. Sorry I'm late. I'm ready now. I'll do my part however I can.
Who shall stand together here this night?
Good Tizo. He's got that thick aura.
Tizo.
Alright, Faye. Her story seems important here. We got this, people. Let us stand together now, my son. Always, Father. I am ready. As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. Our struggles and our plan, mere entertainment to these lonesome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir, the imps of the Isle are quite passionate about the rites. Just now they offered a bounty in soul if our triumvirate proves worthy. They would pay us? In exchange for what exactly? Where did they get the soul, for that matter? My understanding is they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, who can say how much soul lies lost beneath the sea? Reader, it may be beneath you, but if the opportunity is real, if the soul could be of benefit. Indeed, then reader, my boy, it is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now let us not distract you further here. Henceforth, you shall be tasked with feats of glory in the rites. Salute the imps.
Begin.
Banish 2 exiles and a single aura cast. Done.
The first dousing. Dolbert banished.
Ah!
Faye plunged into the pyre.
Oh no!
Dolbert
Oh my
quenched
god, the
fires
speedy
of
dude.
his foe.
He's zooming. What? Oh my god.
Adversary's flame.
Wow.
Your pyre shall soon be
No.
ashes on the ground.
No! I was trying to... Dude, the freaking controls! Are you serious? That whole match, I was trying to take control of the dog. I want to clarify something to those of you that are not currently playing the game. You press spacebar, and it toggles between your people. And the dog was person 3, and it toggled between person 2, person 1, person 2, person 1, and then I lost. It never went to 3.
There.
I did not mean to pick the thing up there.
No mercy shown. Your fellow
Wow.
exiles remain
Oh,
banished.
my whole team died.
Shame. So it is.
The imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. Lo, our onlookers, they cannot seem to help themselves. Please, good creatures, stay back for your sakes.
What are those blasted creatures doing? This is a sacred tradition, not some boorish spectacle. Well cast.
Oh.
Tizo doused their pyre.
Game point for me.
Now go on just once more. How fine. And it is done.
It is done.
The Nightwings prevail yet again.
Roxanas!
Alas, that their adversaries failed to stop them.
Oh, what was that last part? Alas, their adversaries
Thus
failed to
end
stop them? Rude.
this night's proceedings.
Alas, that the scribes did not heed our prayers this night. Come, Almer, we are needed here no longer.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
You know, with all this rights business, there's been this one real fancy move that I've been mulling for a while, and I think I just finally got how I could pull it off. In sprinting, Ruki accelerates faster. After he is banished by an adversary, he has a 50% chance to return in 1 second. Cast his aura farther. When he banishes adversaries by casting his aura, the blast can banish nearby adversaries. After plunging into the pyre, Ruki soon returns rather than remaining banished. Ruki can jump a second or third time later. I'll do faster acceleration.
She now stands closer to the scribes.
I feel so overwhelmed,
The
I
little
think, because the
moon-touched
scribes,
girl.
I think they speak to me and lift me up whenever I begin to think I'm going to fall. If Faye is banished while jumping, she instantly returns to the origin of her jump. Tizo's almost maxed out. Okay.
Until the next rite.
So that one was the first time that we were basically told you have to do that one. You don't get a choice ever since we started getting choices. After you and your fellow exiles thwarted the fate, you find Lone Minstrel tending to one of your own. Tizo seems to be unwell, although you cannot sense why. How are you feeling, sir? Tizo feels very fatigued and lethargic all of a sudden. I see. Then please do not exert yourself or try. The Lone Minstrel motions for you to come closer. Reader, Tizo appears rather disoriented and more fatigued than usual. Reported feeling not entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness. An ailment suffered by those who frequently conduct the rites. Debilitating but fleeting. He should soon be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstance shall he be able to conduct the coming rites. No, he's my best guy. Now then, I ought not to keep you from the stars above. Please go and have a look at them, for all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. The stars yet shine for you, revealing the various paths forward. Seek now destination. Purple, orange, or green. Okay. The worms. Let's fight the worms again. Is this night to understand we shall soon confront Sir Deluge and the Pyre Hearts once more? That this is to be a most exciting time. This knight's one-time commanding officer, imagine, if you will, a worm without the slightest trace of bravery. Sir Gilman then recants his tale of Sir Deluge's past and how it is they wound up together in the downside. Sir Deluge, a worm knight of the Sea Dominion and former ally of Sir Gilman. He lacks the sort of courage for which his kind is known, yet somehow leads the Pyre Hearts anyway. Some worms born into the Sea Dominion's waters sought life's meaning on dry land. The Commonwealth recognized their chivalrous traditions and soon put them to use. Sir Deluge was just another bit of frontline fodder in the war against the High Wing remnants, yet time and again he distinguished himself for one simple reason. He would not die. His unusual instinct for self-preservation kept him safe in many battles, and over time he was repeatedly promoted for lack of any real competition. Then, in the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum, when retreat certainly was not an option, Sir Deluge retreated anyway. This was a breaking point, and he at last was sentenced into exile. In the downside, he sought water, where he made contact with Gilman and other members of his kind. They all saluted him as their superior. The other knights had little choice but to respect his rank. As the Pyre Hearts, they conduct the rites in the name of their great hero under King Orest, while adhering to their strict code. This knight might not have failed quite so miserably at the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum had his entire regiment not turned into disarray after Sir Deluge fled. Perhaps by confronting his former commander, this knight's own honor may be regained in part. But now, however, this knight must beg your leave. You say goodnight to Sir Gilman in turn. There's no time to make flight preparations now, though in the morning you will press on once again. Tizo. You find Tizo there in the black wagon, looking rather more despondent than usual. When you attempt to reach out to him, he barely acknowledges you. Tizo indicates he wishes to be left alone. You almost run into Faye as you turn to leave. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I was just wanting to come check on Tizo there. I think maybe he's taken ill or something. On further inspection, it occurs to you that Faye perhaps is not off the mark and Tizo is unwell for some reason. Yeah, we just covered that. Come on, Tizo, you're going to be all right. You might be the smallest one of us, but I think you're the toughest. Although, Miss Jodariel, she was the toughest one of all, wasn't she? I so miss her sometimes. Tizo appreciates the kind words, but still wishes to be left alone at this time. Oh, don't be silly, Tizo. You know I won't be doing that, don't you? Faye turns to you for a moment, lowering her voice. Mister, I think Tizo would like a little bit of privacy if you don't mind, though I don't mean to be rude. It's just Tizo, well, I told him not to eat something. There was this, well, I think it was a mushroom maybe, growing in the corner over there. So I see Tizo sniffing at it, and he's always hungry, and usually I try to feed him, but this time I told him no. Because I know my mushrooms, and whatever that was, I think it was a mushroom, but it wasn't one I know. Well, Tizo ate it anyway. Tizo corroborates Faye's recollection of what happened. So, anyway, I think he's going to maybe, well, cough it up, I guess. I think maybe any moment now. Because